Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Bald and the Beautiful and a Baby.
Baby.
Amar is
TBTBB.
back. Y'all be in the comments asking for him. He is here.
TBTBAB.
He is back.
And
There you go.
And the boys, because I'm sure you all can hear the
kids are
children
back.
yelling.
They're in the room being children. I am Melissa, MrsKevOnStage.
Kevin
I feel like
Fredericks.
I'm loud.
I am Angel, aka that chick Angel, and this is Amar, aka the Slumlord.
Slumlord
Marcus, aka Marcus ain't on the gram, aka fully vaccinated and feeling it.
Hey. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot that was today.
What happened, Marcus? Tell us.
What is your symptoms?
So I got the shot. Was it Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
After work. Wednesday in the middle of work, I started feeling symptoms, and I was like, "Let me go ahead and get on the road." I started, skin got sensitive, like kind of flu stuff. I'm like, hopefully it don't get no worse than this. So by the time I got home and parked, it was quite a drive, about an hour and a half. By the time I parked, I was like death.
Oh, no.
By the time I walked through the door, it hit like 100 miles an hour. By the time I walked through the door, started walking upstairs, Angel started talking to me. I was like, I'm going to lay down. So took a nap, woke up, felt perfectly fine until I stood up.
Were you lightheaded?
Headache, body ache, and then all last night I'm like squirming in
2
pain.
days?
No, that's the same day. Well, that night into this morning, I was like all night. I ain't had no sleep. All night I was squirming, in pain, headache, eyes hurting, body ache.
But you got it on Tuesday and you felt it the most on Thursday or Wednesday?
Felt it Wednesday.
The next day.
You felt it the most on Wednesday?
Yeah.
You're saying that's what happened to you?
Well, that happened to me. I was just addressing Kevin's
Oh.
But yeah, that's what I felt. But at night though, I popped Tylenol. I was like, I'm not really.
You didn't know medicine?
Well, I was laying in bed. I didn't pop. I did a ibuprofen, Advil, probably like 5 a.m. this morning. I was laying there all night wanting to get up and get it, but when I stood up, the headache got so much worse. I was like, I deal with this pain right
And
in
I
the
kept
bed.
telling him when he got the shot, when he was at CVS, I was like, make sure you pick up some Tylenol. I don't know.
My doctor always told me to go with Advil anyway, and I knew I had Advil.
And then when he was at work, I was like, you got Tylenol?
Well,
He was
just
like,
make sure
nah.
you pop one, take one as soon.
So yeah, he ended up having.
I wouldn't do that until after you start feeling symptoms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bad reaction, you won't feel it.
Got you. That makes sense.
Yeah. So wait, if you
The
get
medicine will mask it, and
Yeah.
you do. That's actually why I don't take medicine. I want to know all my symptoms.
I don't
so
be
when I go
taking
to
no.
the
That's
doctor,
the same for me.
I don't take it. Yeah, I don't have it either. But I want to go to the doctor and say these are my symptoms.
Yeah, like they always like, did you take anything? I'm like, no, whatever's wrong with me, I want it to be gone. I can deal with what's going on with
Yeah.
me.
Well, I had no symptoms, so
On
I
both?
didn't know. Yeah, on both. I had none.
Nothing ever happens to you.
Everything happens to me, but that, yeah.
What'd you have, Tang?
Moderna.
But you
Kevin, I think you should delay it.
I cannot.
Isn't there a window?
Tickets have been bought.
No. The shot.
Yeah, you can delay.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
window.
I see what you're saying. You're saying don't get it when I can.
I really don't think you should.
Just in case.
just didn't
if I
get.
just do it when I come
Just
back.
reschedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then have the days where I can not be.
So if you don't have anything, if you have nothing going on,
Mm-hmm.
so that way if you have symptoms, you have nothing going on.
All right. I'm going to have to do that because
I really think you
completely waste
should.
my money if I don't. I thought I'll take it that first day be bad, I'll be flying. The next day be good. That was the opposite.
No, it's usually the
I was
next
gonna
day
say,
or
one of the worst things is being
or
on a
2
flight
days
and not
later or
feeling
something
good.
like that.
Oh yeah. Being on a flight not feeling good is the worst,
Yeah, man.
even in first class.
Haley and Jacob, man, they were crazy.
All right, let's go. So we're gonna review the show Made at First Sight season 12 episode. This should be over.
19.
It is
Listen.
episode 19.
This should be over.
It should be
It
over.
is. I don't
I
even
just,
remember
the
what
last
happened.
couple episodes,
It's
I
next
just
week decision day. No, because they didn't tease it.
Yeah, they did.
So it is next week.
Yeah.
I think because they were leaving the apartments at the end of this episode.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
teased
They
the
were
whole
leaving.
teaser
Yeah.
at the end was decision day.
Okay,
Teasers.
great. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a you know how they talk
yeah.
to their friends and stuff. I
Yeah.
didn't know if
They
they
did
was
that on
going to
this
do a pause.
No, they
They
talked
did
to their
kinda.
friends on this
Oh,
They did.
episode.
I was in and out, y'all.
It
I ain't
wasn't
gonna lie
as
to
big
you.
as
I
yeah.
can't barely remember
Yeah,
anything.
that's why we should start with Haley and Jacob because I know they ain't gonna make it. So
Okay, we can
to
start
speed it
there.
up, I fast forwarded through all their parts.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I've been stressed this whole week, and so while I was watching this, I we'll just get through this. So we'll start with Haley and Jacob.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they're pretending like, oh, things have gotten us to, we've gotten to a good
Yes.
place. You know,
Yeah.
it's very strange. No, quit. You can tell that the show wants to try to put us on like, well, maybe they
Cliffhanger.
will.
What's
say
gonna
it's
happen?
just
No way.
like, guys.
It's like the pauses every time. Like when I did see the part, or maybe it was a preview when her friend was like, once all the cameras are gone, do you all think you guys could work it out? And she was like, the long pause is like, there's nothing to think about.
No.
Yeah, there's
it's just
no-
like watching a basketball game where they're
There's
winning
a blowout.
team is winning by 35, and they're like, "Oh, they had scored 7 points in a row." Could they come back? There's 2 minutes left.
Right.
It is over.
It's not gonna happen.
It is over, y'all.
It was so funny. She came into, at the beginning of the episode, she came into the apartment like she was like, I got you, MFA.
Yeesh.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, I
you.
did see that.
Oh, what time did you leave?
Yeah.
7 a.m. Oh, really? He was like, yeah, the dogs, they were going to have to be. She was like, oh, the dogs?
I saw the video. The dog was looking, and the dog looked at me and said, "Jacob, I ain't never ate food before," and I just freaked out. And I rushed home.
I would have been freaked out too. Yeah, you know, white folk and they dogs.
Man.
Yeah, that's all you got to say. She didn't say anything there, but in a confessional, she's like, but you know what? He could have said something. But she lost all that. It
All
was
the
like,
steam.
Yeah.
All the steam.
like when
Yeah.
Debo
Gun was
me
cocked
be
and
quiet,
loaded.
I
She
be
had to
quiet.
decock the gun. Like,
Let me
let's
just-
put that back in the holster.
I know how she feels because there's a comedian on a certain show that I was booking, and I was like, "You got 10 minutes," and then another comedian was coming. Another comedian, I was like, you got 7 minutes," and they're like, "You said I got 10." I was like, "You do. You have the exact what? I didn't change anything. Everything is fine."
Everything is
And
fine.
that's how she was. She was like, "What? The dogs? Never mind.
Never mind what it said.
I would have
yeah.
did the same thing." He left at 7 a.m. and never bothered to tell her. They didn't talk again until 5 hours later. More than that, when
Yeah.
she got home.
I was going to say somebody could have said he could. Hey,
Y'all, I do think
wake
there's
up!
another episode.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, he
You
was
think
like,
there's
I
two
ain't
more?
saying nothing.
Yeah, the girl, this is why I was like, I feel like there's another episode. Married at First Sight fan said, "Speak now, forever hold your peace." That was today. And then there's Countdown to Decision Day, May 5th. And then there's Real Life Starts Now, which is probably Decision Day, May 12th. And then Reunion, Part 1. And
But
Reunion
don't
Part
they
2.
do-
Episodes of this show?
But no, don't they do Decision Day in two episodes? Like we don't find out everybody in one episode. I
Oh,
thought.
so is that, why does it say Countdown to Decision Day?
Because it might be still showing some people preparing. Because I don't feel like we learned about all the couples from season 12 in one
Yeah, that's actually probably true.
in one
4 more
episode.
episodes of this show?
Well, the last two are reunions. Child, I don't know. But
'Cause
okay.
I'm sure they're gonna say
They got a baseball
I
season
don't know how she-
show
Right.
going on.
That's what
It's
I'm
like
saying.
90
always
episodes.
long. They're always
Yeah,
20
they
some.
They didn't start off like that because when I was looking on Amazon Prime, some of them were like 9-10 episodes.
I wish.
But they found
it's
their groove.
popular.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the thing is though, she took a screenshot of this and then she wrote this in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. The point is they ain't gonna make it regardless.
Nah, I just don't see it happening. I just don't see her ever being the type of person that's going to accept him for who he is.
Bingo.
And that's the only way any relationship is going to work with him because he is who he is. He is a weird man.
He has made adjustments for her though.
He's
And for
tried.
what?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
For what?
He wants
Because he was
this to
willing.
work.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
willing to
literally
make it work.
said that.
but
I
she's-
want this to work. If she
she's-
was willing to make it work, I would make it work.
But she ain't willing.
But she's made up her mind. They're not gonna work. Whatever. They weren't meant to be.
Seriously, like at the end of the
Hey,
day,
you know what?
it ain't gonna work.
It's not. And it's
Cue the song, Karen.
I know it.
I disappointed you.
I was waiting. I was like, oh, it's still not going to come out. We're not, they're not going to
Oh,
make it.
I was thinking of it was it a work.
He said,
I was like,
disappointed
it's
you.
not gonna work. And all y'all, I just saw 6 people who were like, see Kevin. I was like,
he froze completely.
I was like,
they're not gonna make it. No, they're not gonna make
Oh, the
it.
freeze.
Fix it in post.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. He said, I disappointed you. Oh, I didn't get sore this time.
My first one, the soreness was like 2.5 days.
This
So
U-turn.
you're supposed, I'm sorry. I saw him rubbing his shoulder. You supposed to rotate your arm.
I did that for like 15 minutes in the CVS, like they said, and it didn't matter. I was rotating it when
No,
I
I'm talking about like continuously.
Oh, for
like,
how long?
No, just like randomly throughout the day, like every day.
Throughout the day.
Yeah, sorry. I saw him do that. My bad.
I stopped at 15 minutes, and then my arm hurt for the next 2.5 days.
Yeah, you
Sure
can't.
did. That's why I'm like, I'm nervous.
I'm about to, after we finish shooting this,
This
I'm about
time
to
it was
push
a
my
slight
thing
bruise.
back.
I think you should.
So when I get back, and then I'll leave 2 days for me to be a crybaby.
All right. Anything else on them, child? That was quick.
There was something else funny that happened from them. One thing I think is, this is the last thing I want to say about her. The thing about her that I think is funny is that in her heart of hearts, in her mind of minds, she really thinks she tried.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No,
She
she
says it
honestly
every
did, yeah.
episode, I really tried. I think she genuinely doesn't want to get divorced, but more of like I said before, I don't want to fail.
She doesn't want to be a divorced person.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
But she wants-
that's a failure for her.
It's been 7 years of being single. You approached it this way, right or wrong, indifferent, whatever. But now when this is over, you're gonna be right back to being single. And it's like, well, what has your way got you?
Yeah.
Right.
You know? But in her defense, she probably never would have dated. All the other couples, I think, might have dated in another time.
Yeah,
of life.
they would have never.
She would have never dated this dude in
Ever.
her life,
Mm-hmm.
ever, never would have gave him the second day of thought.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't want to get a divorce, but she also doesn't want to be married to him.
Bingo.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's,
Bingo.
If they let them, I'm sorry, if they let them
Bingo.
get out of jail free, they would have been left.
Oh, for
The
sure.
show. They'd been like,
For
y'all
sure.
don't have to go to decision day. Okay, no. All right, I want to eat 10 eggs now.
Yes.
Nah,
It's
she's
Simran.
because
Jack off
I
to
mean
80s
she's probably
movies.
it's probably low key still a competition for her. She was like, hold on,
Yes.
they winning. I'm supposed to win.
It ain't
She's
gonna
very
work though.
competitive.
Nah, they lost.
They're
this
not
one.
gonna make
There
it.
you go.
No, they're not gonna make it.
All right. Anything else on them?
Nah.
All right.
Enough
Let's
of them.
let's hit.
That
go-
shotgun shirt he had on.
That was funny.
Wait, did y'all see the muscle shirt? Is that the same one you talking
Yeah,
about?
the one
With
looked like
the-
he got.
with the rips in
It
the
looked
back?
like he
It was
got
all
shot in the
distressed?
back with a shotgun,
Yeah,
and
it was
It
so
looked like he was
distressed.
it's like a
attacked by
mutant. He's like a
bear.
superhero. Like he healed from the shotgun shot, and the shirt didn't.
What is so funny is the
Logan.
idea of the shirt for like a woman. I thought it was cute. I just thought it was a little interesting for him to wear. But I was like, okay, I kind of like this little distressed outfit.
That's funny that you mentioned that. There was a tweet that went viral yesterday. This girl tweeted, "We need to bring back toxic
Oh, I saw
masculinity,"
that.
because this dude I went on a date with had the same shirt as me, and some dude was like, "How did he wear it?" And she was like, "He ate me TF up. I had to wear my
I
jacket."
put my jacket on.
That's what I just thought about when you said his shirt was cute.
I did. I did it. I liked it for me. Because I
Yeah.
was like, that's kind of cute.
I'm in full favor
Jacob
of
was
toxic
kind of resolved. He
masculinity
he was
coming
just
back.
like, "Look, I'm just gonna be single. I'm gonna be 40. I'm gonna have the dogs and these 80s movies and these eggs, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna be okay with it."
The thing is, I don't want him. I think we've talked about there is someone out there for him. So
Oh,
hopefully
absolutely.
this isn't like
He need a million
it's
sister.
not a discouragement.
No,
Maybe.
no, we're not gonna do it to him.
Ella.
She's like did somebody say this, that she was like a mean girl in high school?
I can believe it.
Really?
Amelia?
Somebody said like she was
Oh,
a mean girl
Amelia.
in high school.
Oh,
no, not
Haley.
Amelia.
Oh, I'm like, y'all done jump
No,
back.
Haley.
It's like a million.
That's
No,
why I was like,
Haley.
me? Oh, Haley.
No, Haley,
Haley's
I
a
can
mean girl
definitely
in
see
high
that.
school.
She's a mean girl now.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, come on.
Look at Kai comment on Joe.
Yeah.
My kids don't care. My kids do not
So
care.
funny, man.
Especially not Kai. He's just like, oh, you're my friend.
Love
You're
it.
also my apparatus.
My apparatus. All right, that's it for them. Let's go to Virginia and Erik.
They have the same issue over and over and
They
over and over and over, and I'm just
absolutely-
like,
It's a
bro,
broken
okay,
Yeah.
It just seems as if he's 100% in, wants to be there. She's 60-40, doesn't want to be there.
Yes.
and it's all a result of him.
Yeah, everything is a result of
Yeah.
him. At this point, like we said last time, it just seems like she's low key being combative, like not really
I think
willing to
she's a
bend at all.
Oh, absolutely.
Which is understandable. The fact that he's not giving ultimatums, but he's giving ultimatums.
Yes.
Right.
And now it seems like, especially his last episode, he's just like, so let's make this work. And she's like, yeah, but why should we? Like, it's basically where she's at.
She's being very contrary on everything.
Yes, she
Like
is.
there's no like, okay, let's really I mean she might be fed up. I would be too. Like every little thing he says that's off, she's like zooming in on that. So even when she was like, okay, let's talk about the goals that we want to have for our marriage, and he was like, I think he said something like, okay, yeah, other than like the things that marriage should have, and she was just like, yeah, no, there's no should.
Yeah.
It's about what we want.
Yeah, when he's talking about respect, and she was like, maybe I should get a list of these things.
She sure did.
Yeah.
When he started crying, I was actually a little surprised.
Were you?
I was, but I understand, like, he's in love. He loves this woman. But the way she was like, oh, that's so sad. I'm not going to move in, though.
She's just like, I'm not.
That's so sweet that you feel this way about me.
I love the
do
way
you believe in soulmates? Because I don't.
That
Like,
was so funny.
It was
to
the
me.
way she quickly
Yes.
pivoted. Like, I'm not going to sit in this, like, moment with you.
Right.
I'm going to move on.
She cracks me up when she's like, she says the thing she's saying, but she says it like, yeah, but it is your place. I don't want to move to your place. It's our place, but it's not.
But it's not. I don't know.
It's kind of just yours, right? I hate you. She always gives me like,
You know, like
she don't stand 10 toes down, but she say it with about 6.5 toes.
No,
she
Yeah.
says what she wants. She just don't really like sit in it.
She
and
don't
say
say it with her chest.
She don't say it with her
But
chest.
she always
says it
say
with a
it.
turned shoulder.
Yeah, she do.
She
Oh,
always says
yeah.
it.
Go ahead.
no, go.
He
I'll go.
reminds
So what
me.
it is?
I know some white guys like this. This is somebody who really feels as though he's super duper intelligent because the world has told him so.
Yes.
Because education has told him so, the way education is formatted. And so to be wrong in this situation is just not something he's willing to accept.
I give you that.
And Virginia is like, I don't care if we wrong, we will be wrong then.
Yeah.
But what I'm not about to do is just play into this because of your ego and what it is to you. Like, it's still crazy to me that just 3 episodes ago they were trying to convince the therapist that their marriage was fantastic and
Yes.
phenomenal because of whatever this thing is. I'm done, I guess. But specifically for Erik, because of this image that he thinks he is supposed to have in his, I'm attributed to his white maleness.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, my family and
Oh,
what-
enough with your family.
Right.
Well, she just grew up so tough, and that's just not my experience. My family, you know, everything was just fine. I don't know. I've been married before. She hasn't, and I'm just in the military, and she's not going to be in. I'm out. But that's not an ultimatum.
That
It's
is
just
the
a choice
perfect
He
where if
said
you
that
disagree
today
with
too
me.
when or in the episode when he said she was like, you have all of, I think it feels like you have all of these like expectations and standards of what a relationship is. He was like, no, I don't. I just expect certain things. And one of those things is respect. And I was like,
Yeah, and that's what she was like. He was like, you know, just respect. Like, I respect you enough not to do this. I respect you not to do this, and I would expect you to do
Yes.
so and so. And she was like, maybe I should get a list of those things.
Yes.
And he was just
Yeah.
like,
when he gets mad and he does.
because there's not a lot. Yeah, but you keep adding things to the list. There is
Yeah.
a lot. Or he'll say something like, which I was like, you know what? I feel like I do this too. You'll start off a sentence, for example, I don't have a problem with that. Do you? It's absolutely fine. I just also feel like you probably shouldn't do that because X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
That he does that with everything.
Yeah, he
You can
literally-
do whatever you want. You have male friends. It's fine. I understand. That's the way you grew up. You have, guy friends because you play basketball. It's totally fine. I just also think that you shouldn't have guy friends because it's
Right.
disrespectful to me.
And I
Right.
don't like basketball.
And,
It's
I
not
don't-
a good sport.
and it's just kind of like, just say what you want to say.
Say
what you
Because then when she calls you out on it, you backpedal, but
Oh,
then
yeah.
come back to it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Mr. Backpedal all
He's
of
a
the
cornerback.
time.
Hello?
There you go. Bap, 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 bap. Yeah, no,
He
He
and
just
then,
thinks he's better than everybody.
yes,
He
that's
really
what
does.
I'm
That's
saying.
the main thing about him. He thinks the way he grew up, because he owns a house, because of his view, everything he thinks is better.
Yeah, I went to high school with boys like this. That just I remember vivid memory of being accepted into this academic. He's like, let me make sure everything's straight. I went to this academic summer camp that was very hard to get into. You had to apply, and I got in, and this dude was like, "You got in?"
Oh my god!
And I was like, yeah, I did. He was like, I mean, but what is even your what did you get on your PSAT? I don't remember what I got. It was something good. And he was just like, he was so because he didn't get in. And I was like, well, there's thousands of you that apply. Yeah,
Did y'all do good on your SATs?
I did good on SAT. ACT, I did the best. I did good on both, but ACT was the one.
I did surprisingly well on the one I took. Which one did I
ACT.
take? ACT. I have no idea how.
I got a 980 on my SAT.
Oh.
980.
I don't remember these numbers.
Me, I remember.
I think on my ACT.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I think
That
you get
SAT,
up,
boy, I ran
you
that
get up
last
to-
hour. I was just like, I tired of this now.
You can get
You
up to
probably
a
would.
1600, I do believe, on the SAT.
Back in our day, it was 1600. Now it's
Yeah.
2100.
Is it
something like
really?
that. Yeah, it went up to 2100.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't.
Did you
think
get
I-
more than 1,000?
I think I got like 1350.
That sounds about
Or
up
1250
to.
something
I
like
got 1352, but just they had took the 500 out.
Give us
When they turned it into me, it was down to the
They
980.
said, give us
I
this.
wonder how is there a way to find that number?
What you got?
Yeah.
You could probably,
that's
they probably
gone.
still, no, they probably still got it in
I
their
don't
You
know.
gonna go to what my SAT is.com?
Yes.
yeah, it's going because it
You
should
think
be
they will
on.
keep that?
Yeah.
What's mycreditscore.com?
Yes, it's
You
on
probably
your
need
transcript.
you probably
Look it
didn't
up.
need to know your student ID
But then when I
number
went
and
to
all
college, I
that.
found out that they were racially insensitive and culturally biased
Yeah.
and all this
They
other.
are.
And you
Oh,
can
yeah.
like study for them. I literally never
Absolutely.
studied. I just went in
If
there
you
and took
look
it.
on
Same
Netflix,
here.
they have
You did
the
too?
I must have
college
just
admission
randomly-
scam documentary about Auntie
I'm Becky. Yep.
The rich kids paid for classes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can
It
take
never
classes.
dawned on me to study for it.
Oh, I did, and I was like, "This is going to has to be the Holy Ghost that's going to get me through it." Because
You study for it?
Oh no, I thought I tried and I saw and I said not gonna work.
Oh, got
I
it, got
said,
it.
I said, oh no, I can't. I was like, Lord,
Whatever
you just
I
gonna
get.
right?
is what I'm gonna
Yeah,
get.
that's
Dude,
how
mine
I
was
felt.
like a 20, 21 or something. I was like,
Yeah, you got a 21.
I got a 21 on the ACT, and I was like, oh, I
like,
bet.
how did that
Yeah, I
happen?
didn't care. I wasn't gonna take neither of them.
It didn't.
If I didn't get into college,
It didn't
I
make
just
no
would've
never mind to
never
me either. I was like, I
didn't
told
make
some of
me
my
no
friends,
never
they was like, Marcus, you did. I'm like, yeah. I guess them wrong answers is just
I got
randomly
good grades
selected.
all in
Right.
high school. I just standardized testing is racist.
I did eeny, meeny, miny, mo in the language portion. That's how I did. I
That
surely
math
did.
portion was lighting my behind
Oh
up.
boy.
Oh, math portion is where I got my high points.
The
at.
math,
Yeah.
the math. I think I answered some of them questions 2-3 times. It's like, here, just put some bubbles here. It don't even matter.
The section,
Show your work.
ABCD.
the section that
One of
Let
them
me
is
just mix them up
correct.
so it probably will be
Yeah.
right.
See if I can make Mickey Mouse on this page real quick.
the section where they go blank, such and such is to such and such as such and such.
Oh,
That's where I
yes.
was eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And I was like, this ain't English.
Listen, I had packed me some them crunch Nature's Valleys. I took them out. I was like,
Crumbs all up in the page.
talking about crumbs everywhere, Tank. But
Those
listen, I
things
thought I
are
had like
steak
6 of
crumbs
them bars.
everywhere.
You
No,
can't. What?
ever.
No, it's
They need to
impossible.
Go back
It's
to
impossible.
R&D on that.
Yeah, they do need to go. Yeah, but
You
then
like
you
you're making
can't do the
granola for
chewy
yogurt.
ones.
The chewy ones are terrible.
I hate
Now, what you
the
do
chewy
is you
ones.
keep open the top of the package and you break it inside the package and pull it out neither. That way you got the crumbs at the end.
But,
you can
but
just.
when you chew too, it be like
They be everywhere.
Oh yeah, be all in our
Everywhere.
beards.
they're so good.
They are good.
They make you
Flavor-wise-
thirsty.
Oh, they do. Flavor-wise, they're amazing.
Yeah,
but
they
just
are.
like as an experience, the user interface is terrible.
The who or what?
User
User
interface.
interface.
I wasn't gonna call you out. I was just like,
This is a list.
it's okay. It's okay.
All right, what are we
We're
talking about? What show?
White privilege. I think it's actually what we were
White
talking about.
privilege
Yeah.
is what we were talking about.
I still think they're gonna make it though.
Right.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go.
They gonna say yes. They ain't gonna make it.
I think they are gonna make it.
You think so?
Because she said towards the end, she was like, "I'm just gonna end up living at his house." I
did
just
say
accepted
that.
this.
She did say that.
Accepted that.
They're
Thanks,
just
Joe.
gonna have a good dysfunctional,
Absolutely.
marriage.
Yeah. A good dysfunctional.
good dysfunctional
They're
marriage.
gonna-
Because they're going to deny all the issues. They know that they have issues. They know that they're not
Absolutely.
talking about the issues.
And she'll just drink them
Absolutely.
away.
Yeah, she's going to drink them
Absolutely.
away, and he's going to be like, "Hey, I'm right."
All right. That's it for them.
Yeah, enough of them.
All right. Briana and Vincent.
She funny.
Let me tell.
She said, here's what I think is funny. Go ahead, Tank. You go.
No.
Okay,
no.
here's what I think is funny about her. She says stuff that annoy him or upset him, and she'd be genuinely surprised that, it's just that I think you're unorganized. He'd be like, I don't know why he was upset. I just said he's not as organized as I am. He's not organized at all.
But flip the script. He was completely honest with her and said, "Hey, you being bossy is a turnoff."
She said, that's
Scorched
just who I
earth.
am.
Yeah, she could not take it. I was like, "What?"
She's not gonna take
Here's the
it.
thing: when they were talking about, you bossy, assertive, what was the other? It was like 4 different
Direct.
Direct. There's nothing wrong with being direct. There's nothing wrong with being honest. But bossy and assertive, you can fix for somebody that you love.
Assertive, I don't think is anything wrong, but bossy is definitely has a like. Her family did not help her in putting that in the introduction over and over. That's not a turn on to most people. To have someone be bossy, to say someone is assertive and direct, most people, even though that's something that he specifically asked not to
be
get,
paired with.
but like those don't necessarily have a negative connotation to them. But bossy,
yeah.
Never comes
does.
across good.
It never does.
That's going to always
also-
cause conflict with anybody, I think. Go ahead, Katie.
No, man, you let me go
I
ahead the first
finished.
time. Aw. It was funny. I noticed this about all of them, her and everybody. Most people's family just goes along with whatever you are. Even if her mom didn't make it seem like she liked that quality about her. It was just like, we know that's how you be.
And she said, and you ain't gonna change.
And you ain't gonna change. I did think it was funny that Vinny was like, I didn't want nobody assertive who told me stuff. And his friend was like, you didn't want nobody assertive? You said that? And he was like, mm-hmm.
He said it's not gone well for me before. But I think that's some self-work that he's gotta do to be able to, handle that, because he is such a sensitive soul. Bless his heart. Bless him heart. He's such a sensitive
Liz got something
soul.
to say.
I'm not gonna say it.
I definitely can understand. I know people who do not like assertive women.
Yes.
And that I am not comfortable being around because I can tell my personality bothers
I can't
him.
stand assertive women.
He loves it, actually. He wishes I was in a three-piece suit every day and heels.
That's the problem. She's half the puzzle. All right.
He would
She's
love
half
it
the puzzle.
If I was on the phone with my
It's
staff, get it done. He'd be like,
It's like having a speedboat parked in the driveway. What's the point? Put it in water.
I love how you're just yelling to your staff, get it done.
Yeah, he'd be like,
Hello, Angel, get it done.
and he'd be like,
What?
Yeah.
The things. I already hung up once.
I just want you to know you showed your whole age hanging up the phone.
Oh,
like
you
this.
already know.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think it's ingrained in us now.
Yeah.
But he likes older women too.
Yeah.
He don't want no woman that knows how to work a cell
Yeah,
phone
at the most, you need to
If you're
flip it
doing
closed and
this,
slam
get
it.
done.
Yeah, that ain't the same. The last of the hang up, the strong hang up, the aggressive hang up was the flip phone, because you could.
And it made it click.
Oh my goodness!
You better
The
click.
There is a
hang-ups I used to
satisfaction
do.
with the hang up.
Certain
And I hung up on her, and you imagine it.
Right.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you used to make that sound.
That
Click.
ain't-
When you miss a little bit, that's where it's
That
at.
make you more mad.
Yeah.
Let me call you back so I can hang up good.
I thought you was mad. Oh, I am. Yeah, fixed it.
That dial tone used to come in heavy.
Yeah.
I ain't heard down tone in so long.
We heard it on a movie recently. Angel was like, I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, in my
Real
from
life?
a phone. I think a hotel. That's the only time I hear one.
Oh, right.
That is
That's
when we
it.
order room service.
Yeah.
That's the only time in movies is the only time that when somebody hangs up and you hear the dial tone right away. I'm like, that don't
Yeah.
happen in real life.
It take a little time.
You don't get a
that
click.
dial tone.
ding.
Dial tones, man.
Dial tone, man.
But yeah, I know. As I was saying, I know somebody. I have a one of my girlfriend's husbands. I can tell he is not with an assertive. Like, he does not like that. And so I know that type of dude exists. That's just like, I don't like assertive and direct. And I, like Briana, have a hard time not being that person. I used to be very passive aggressive, so I worked very hard.
Really?
Very much so. People could run over me so easily.
People was running over Angel?
Yes.
With the
And I
white
didn't-
diamonds?
With the white diamonds.
Hello?
I didn't know. I was just
Wow.
like, they don't know better. Oh, it's fine. And so when I was told that was passive aggressive, I was like, huh. And so I worked very hard most of my life to be assertive and be very direct so
And the
that
pendulum
people.
just swung the other way. It's
No,
like,
I mean, sometimes I can be aggressive, and I be trying to get it
relax,
together.
Angel.
I be trying to get it together.
Ain't no passive in me now. It's aggressive
It's
now.
aggressive assertive. That's what it's called. So yeah, I hope for his sake that he can find, or for both of their sake, that he can find a way to not be so affected by her words, because I know that she doesn't mean for them to sting him the way they are. But yeah.
Because you're unorganized is not the insult that he took it as.
no.
You know what I mean?
Because, I mean, it could be that, like, if I didn't know Angel, I would walk into any space of hers and be like, "You're unorganized." She's not unorganized. She may be a little messy.
Yeah,
but it's
messy.
not unorganized.
Right.
And I think that's how he may be like, no, my stuff may be messy if I'm busy,
Right.
but it ain't like I'm unorganized. If he knows, if all his stuff is in order, organization depends on the person who
Absolutely.
needs to look at it.
And like you said, I think it's just he's insecure with being overwhelmed. And so having something pointed out makes him feel some type of way.
Yeah.
But yeah, hope I
She
don't,
points out a lot though.
come on. man.
Like, she points out a
Be
whole
like,
lot. Yeah.
This.
This,
And
that,
I think
that,
Dr. Pepper
that.
gave him words because he literally said, I felt judged. And
he said it to her.
Yeah, and he said it to her. And I think that's, again, based on what I could imagine previous conversations with him in previous relationships, that those kind of things are triggers. And she's saying more, no, he's hearing more than what she's saying.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I
her-
think. Go ahead. Angel.
No, please.
I've always gone ahead when people said we do it the same. I retreat.
So he's a mess. I can understand his statement to be true. You are judging me because unorganized comes off as a negative thing.
Right.
Just like bossy came off
Right.
negative
Yeah.
to him. So there's no way in his mind that he could take calling me unorganized as not being you saying something negative
Yeah.
about
Right.
me.
Agreed.
And I think that's how she meant it.
Yes.
No, no,
Oh, definitely. No,
Okay.
she
She
meant it
definitely
exactly
said
how
what
she
it
said
said.
it. Yeah.
And she is, like Marcus says, she does point out a lot of things. She's not as bad as Erik as far as in everything I do is the better way. But there is, I think because she's so confident in the things that she does well, which she should be, that if she sees that he is deficient in that, I think she's pointing it out not in a way to be like, you're trash, but to be in a way of, well, this is what I'm strong at, so if you need help with it. But he's like, I did not ask.
But
I
if
did
he
not
got
ask
up
him.
earlier, he could be organized. But he always want to lay in that bed, and she
Yeah,
told him go to
but
bed and get up, and you'll be
That
organized.
is also a to the point of I didn't ask. He could feel like, and I could imagine that too. You're always trying to fix me.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
now
yeah.
I feel like there's always a deficiency. There's always something wrong. And so you're always coming in trying to fix me. I don't like that. Like,
Yeah.
let me try to help you. Well, who said it? It's not your way, but that don't mean what I'm doing is wrong.
Yes.
And that's not to say that he doesn't have areas of like growth and improvement, but I can imagine feeling like that. And
Yeah.
based on, again, the way that I can imagine previous conversations have gone in previous relationships, solely based on how he acts with her, that
Yeah.
those things probably are triggers for him.
Oh yeah, completely.
That's the one thing that being together for 20 years versus being
Yes.
our age versus this, each have their pros and cons. One of the cons I imagine of being in several relationships is you start seeing a part of somebody that you didn't like in a previous relationship, and you being like, nope, been down this road before, not
Right.
going down
Oh,
this
yeah.
road
But
again.
that's also, as Angel was talking earlier about your friend's husband who knows I don't like assertive women. That's also like understanding personalities that you mesh well with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So part of it is him knowing this doesn't work for me, maybe because I'm too sensitive, maybe because I'm too triggered, maybe because
Yeah.
I have some self-work, I haven't done it yet. But part of that is recognizing I don't do well with that relationship
Yeah.
type. And so them having these issues is almost expected because he knows I specifically asked not to have this because I know how I respond to this personality type.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind
Is
of
it-
sucks. Actually, he was a little bit he was a little played.
Yeah.
Although I do think they were cute together.
Nah, yeah, they'd be all right.
They
It's
gonna
just-
make it.
It was weird how he walked out. I don't know if it's the way he walked out or if that was editing. But he was
feel
like,
like it was editing,
nice
too.
knowing you. He just like walked out and just with this look on his face.
Yeah.
Like, what was that?
They
And they
they
tease
really
that.
want us not to know what people
Yeah.
are going to do. And we're
Yeah.
like, we know.
They gonna create some drama even if it ain't there.
Yeah, yeah, they edit
Snap
in
zooms
drama.
and sound effect gonna tell another story that might not be there.
Yeah,
Anything else on that, Briana and Vincent?
Nah, nothing.
Okay, we did Erik in Virginia. Oh, go ahead.
well, it's a couple of people. I think Vinny kind of falls in that category as well as definitely what's her name, Virginia. Definitely Haley. I feel like they had a lot of self work that should have been done before entering a process like this. Cause like it stands out with Vinny a lot. To I understand like personality clashes, but to take everything so direct and negative. Not to say that some of the stuff is not valid, but it's like some of the stuff you can pull back on. It seems like
Yeah, I agree.
And that's kind of an example of them not knowing each other well. You know, 'cause at this point you can be like,
7
Melissa
weeks
is not a morning person. So if I get up in her face and mess with her or whatever in the morning, she just don't be here for it. But I don't be like she don't like me. She's just not a morning person.
like
But
you in the morning.
I know that from knowing her. But if you are a morning person like I am, and I wake up all cheery, and we're
You
just
seem like
meeting-
you do.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'd be like,
wanna
"Good
have
morning,
full
world."
blown
I'd be like,
conversation
Kev, shut
at
up.
5:30, and I'd be like, my N-word.
Just to wake up like,
No, I don't actually. I need to be just shh. Let me
Listen,
fully
wake up like she has a hangover.
You're not telling the truth.
You don't wake up like it's loud.
Because you be loud. It's not like it's loud.
It's actually
All
loud.
I do is pray to the Lord without ceasing, and she be like,
Kev will-
"There you go, talking to God
Everybody
again."
in the house be quiet and sleep. Kev will turn on the YouTube video, phone all the way up. All the way up. Talking to Toby. What's up? Yeah, I had this idea.
His
And we gonna
conversations
talk
with
about.
Toby are loud.
That's Kevin.
It's a dial tone. Remember the sound?
Yes, if you talk to Toby, then it's loud.
Let him.
Toby! I'll be like, oh.
Exactly.
That's what he does.
That's exactly it.
Only
Kev, there's nothing
Amar
wrong with you talking to
understands
Toad.
What'd you say?
There's nothing wrong with me talking to Toad. Amar, you understand me, don't you?
I'm not a morning person as well.
No, you ain't.
No, he is not.
I don't like
These
this.
kids would be dead if they were dependent. If they were dependent on their daddy early in the morning to like do anything, they would be.
Like, get out of my face.
This is why they don't go to his side of the bed. They walk all the way around to my side of the bed, and they don't even have to say my name half the time. I can hear their little foot, and I'll be like, "What is it?" And then they'll tell me. I'll be like, "All right, here I
Little
come."
feet pattering on the hardwood.
Yeah, something about I can just feel their presence, where he'd be like, "Get up out of here."
If it's something
Get
that
up
can
outta
wait,
Angel,
better-
you have this this is the most random thing. This little hair, and it's like a little curly Q. It's so cute.
Oh, well, thank you. My little curl back here. I don't know what it's doing.
It's like perfectly
I don't know what it's
coiled.
doing.
I don't know what it's doing. I'll call her Jerry.
I love her.
Just playing.
Okay, anything else on Briana and Vincent?
They're gonna make it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
they
so
gonna
too.
make it. All right.
Virginia and Erik, we did. Paige and Chris are out. Haley and Jacob, we did. Clara and Ryan.
They also, it's maybe just her, very she continues to say we're fine, we don't have any issues. And it'd be like, what are you seeing?
and that was the mistake I just made. That's who I was thinking about.
Oh.
Clara has a lot of self-work. When she said, what was the list of stuff? Oh, when she was writing her letters or whatever she was doing, she was like, you want to better yourself? Nope. Do you want to do this?
Marcus, I
Nope.
laughed so
You want to
hard.
do that? No. I'm like, this is why your relationships have been so bad. Do you love yourself enough before you want somebody else to love you?
It was like every time she said that, it was like he was getting stabbed.
Yeah.
She was like, not me. You want to be better tomorrow?
No again.
Do you have any ambition?
3 no's.
None. I don't have any. Everything is fine.
Do you
Yeah.
think
He's
she
just
was
like-
being intentionally a little petty to drive him
No,
insane?
I think my honest opinion is she answered all the questions, and the ones that told that story, they just picked those.
Pick those
maybe.
out.
But it was just funny the way they edited it.
It
She was
was
like,
funny.
"You want this?" No, because the Enneagram test be asking other
it's
questions
a
than
gazillion
that.
questions.
But the other answers don't tell that story.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
the way she answered, plus the reaction shot they chose from him, I was cracking up.
He said, I don't make any decisions based off emotions. I look at all of the facts.
I need all the data points.
He said, I need all the data points. I was like, oh, Clara. Girl, I don't know what.
She done talked herself out of being told I love you right then when she took that quiz. You don't want to be better.
Yeah, you just
He
bought
like,
yourself-
I want to be the best version of myself. And she was like, remember the last time I finna sit here and eat the donuts and you want to judge my life? And
That's
she,
why I've been trying to figure out if she be trying to test him to like, I'm about to do everything I know is going to tap dance on your nerves.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
You don't want to say me I love you, then I ain't going to be. This is the person you going to see.
You want to go work out? No, I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to sit here and eat a box of donuts.
Box of donuts. Have a great time. Have a blast.
Donuts were not even like regular
I think
glaze. It was
Nah, that was like
double
some
chunk Reese's Pieces cup.
This man
Triple
had the
fried.
nerve to say, I would have never. He said, we'll always have this bond because we did this process together. And no one can take that away from us, no matter how decision day goes. I said, oh, this man is terrible.
Yeah.
He was out here calculating.
Yeah.
It was funny to me. 'Cause she was like, "Why you got to say it like that?" Girl, did you hear how
Can
you
we
answered the
talk
question?
about? Can we talk about decisions like a little more positive?
I felt bad for it. But you know what? Editing kind of played this episode because when they did a shot of her saying, I would give our relationship a 10 out of 10. And then they do a shot of her yelling and screaming about sex.
Yes. We've done
They did.
everything else. Everything I'm talking about
Butt
in
stuff.
my ear, in my butt, with
Nostrils.
my toes,
But-
with my boobs. Yeah.
Oh my God. I was cracking up. I said, why y'all play that woman like that? We know she ain't all the way telling the truth.
Not at all.
Yeah, they
It's
hold
it's
her.
hard to say. It's hard to tell what's going on with them the way
It really
because it's
is.
like
It
you can see
really
he's
is.
reluctant around the cameras, which is fine.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on with her as
Yeah,
far as
it
as
really
how
is.
honest she's being with him about her feelings.
1,000%.
It's very weird.
It's
and
weird.
It is weird. And she more than him. I always try to be like, oh, we're totally fine. When she was reading the thing, she said, we gotten so much closer and we're just fitting so perfect. I'd be like, do you be hearing your other stuff you say?
That's what I'm
She don't
saying.
know.
That's
'Cause
why
they don't be like
that edit of that specifically, I was cracking up because it was literally like they were trying to contradict
Yeah.
like what she was saying. I do find them a little hard to read. I really do
Yeah.
because for her to say she is so in love, but they have this sex issue, which for me it's, some days I think it's a really sensitive topic for her, and then some days it doesn't seem that way. He is very
He's
monotone.
flatline.
Yeah, flatline. Yeah, I was gonna say even
Exactly
kill, but
right.
flatline.
Yeah,
is
he's
just,
very flat, and I just find it very difficult to read their relationship. If they love each other, like each other, I don't know. I really don't know.
He's like, I ain't giving y'all nothing. I feel like on decision day, he's going to have a pad of paper and he's going to be like, by my calculations,
Yes.
we, based off of your personality, my personality, we have like a 75% chance of making it, which I'm willing to gamble on. I feel like it's going to be that
He's straight up.
for sure.
for sure.
sure.
For sure.
He's gonna have a yeah. I don't know. I find Ryan very difficult. It's like he's poker faced.
Yeah,
He's very poker face.
yeah. He need to talk to Vinny.
I hope
Because you can read Vinny's reactions live. As soon as something said,
a couple times during this episode,
Yes.
his face gets kind of flush or like red, and
yeah.
his
yeah,
eyes
like,
kind of.
and you can see his reaction during her saying something. It's like, hold that poker face,
Yeah.
ain't
man.
got
He ain't
not
got
mad
that.
poker face. You can't even got a spades face.
The heat rise when he said you're unorganized, and he said this heifer.
No, his face was literally just,
Yeah.
It was like
And
she's
same face
flashing.
when he was doing the dancing thing. When he didn't want to ride the horse.
Yeah.
He'd be shutting down.
I didn't mean to jump back on them, but Vinny
I-
looked like a straight
I
up
did it
villain
too.
when they sat down to eat that dinner.
Oh, in his black.
Yeah, and his black, he had on his turtleneck way he looked at her. This is like, you got the nuclear plans, don't you? You got the codes. You ain't giving them up to nobody.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. Back on Claire and Ryan.
Yes, I gave those to him. Thank you so much for asking, Joe.
Lamar's like, snitch.
I know. Joe over here trying to be responsible.
Yeah, I think Ryan is purposefully being.
I do too.
Like, this is not just his personality.
I
I
think
think
I
he
agree.
is purposefully. I'm not sure if it's for the sake of the show. Like I said before, I just don't think he wants to look stupid.
Yeah,
At
no,
all.
I can see that because when production's there, it's not one camera.
Yeah.
It's like a whole crew of people, directors and producers and
Yes.
everything. So I could imagine it'd be easy to hold up this persona in front of them because it's so intrusive.
Right.
Versus if it was just one person following us around with camera, it'd be easy to start ignoring that person, but
Yeah.
you can't ignore all of
All
these
these
people.
people.
And it's like, all right, let me put on, or I ain't about to say this in front of them. I ain't about to act like that in front of them.
Yep.
Right. I think because he takes this so seriously, like almost like a page where it's just like, this is truly like for instance, for Haley,
Jinx.
I feel like, because we
you
both
can't
cleared our
talk,
throat.
yeah.
Oh, I am though.
I know.
With Haley, I feel like this
you're-
was a thing where I tried.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
her.
Yeah.
For sure,
Where
for sure.
with for sure. Where with Ryan and a Paige is just like, this is a thing that I did and I need to take it with all seriousness. And it's almost to the point of, I don't think he wants to ever seem as if he thought of this as just like some fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Regardless of how it ends, he'll be, for him, I think he wants to be able to say, I took it very seriously. I weighed all the pros and the cons.
Yes.
And while that is admirable, it is boring for television.
Yes. I think of all the couples listed, they would benefit the most. They will benefit the most from no cameras.
Yes.
Because the cameras and the experts and the eyes, it adds a lot of pressure. And I think he will naturally fall into what she wants if he wasn't having to defend his actions or hear all that. But he was cracking me up. He was like, I just want to talk about sports sometimes. It's every day with the feelings. And I was like, yeah, man, I see how you don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
But then, you know what? I forgot he said that. I was in and out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably didn't hear him say that. But if he did, it makes me question how much he's sharing off. The benefit of the doubt I want to give him is that off camera, he's more vulnerable.
Yeah.
He's more present. He's more interactive.
But
But if he,
talking his head off too.
And she probably talking to him.
yeah. So maybe he's just sick of it, but he is giving her that. I don't know. I just want you to tell you, I don't know. He confuses me.
He is confusion. He even said he's been thinking a lot about the responsibility of being a husband. So I really do think he is taking this very, very seriously and is just not willing to be about the shits and give us more for camera. He's just like, no,
He ain't going to do that.
no.
Yeah,
no,
it did
not
seem
about
like
it.
he was like, wasn't sure about decision day though.
Oh,
No.
no, I
Like,
think
it was
that's
just like-
honest.
That
He was just like, nah, this was been a fun ride maybe for you, possibly for me. Who knows? No one will ever know, but it's been nice knowing you.
When
Yes.
he said he won't make a decision off of emotion, I said, that's when I was like, oh no, that's all y'all got right now. Do you have feelings for him?
And he said the Enneagram was my last. Enneagram test was my last. That was my idea because I needed to understand how like he is taking it very, very seriously, and he's not at a point clearly.
clearly and logically.
He's not.
I mean,
like,
seriously and logically.
Yeah, he's kind of like, this is a tussle for me. So let's take this test.
Tussle.
I'll analyze the results and come to a decision.
Come
He
back
gonna
to a
sit down
report.
with his calculator and his
Yes,
little visor
That's
on.
what I'm saying. That's what I meant by the notepad. And that makes even more sense why he
3 a.m. in the morning.
What's her number? Divide
Pile of
that.
cigarette butts.
which makes even more sense why he won't give her any type of I love you or actual sexual intercourse. If he's really still contemplating and weighing out the odds and being like, well, let's try this test and see
But do you?
what it says.
But do you think if that is the case, do you think he would feel that way or do the same practices that he's doing now with someone that he saw and met and was just head over heels for?
I don't think they would be.
I don't think that man could be head over heels for nobody.
For nobody.
Yeah,
He don't
Yeah.
strike me as head over heelser.
and he would
'Cause that's
already know
emotion.
the answer before getting engaged.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's
Oh
the-
wow, dating.
Yeah, he would
So-
find all these answers getting to
Yeah, getting to
proposal.
that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that would make me understand to where hopefully she could have a clear mind of, would you possibly be married to somebody like legit, this is it, this is what we're doing, that hadn't told you that I love you yet?
I don't think.
why I love you.
I don't think this is
Because
no,
he ain't gonna say it before then.
this is no shade to Clara. I don't think she'd be able to pull a dude like this. And what I mean by that, because of her like energy and wanting to like have the physical, I think if he is like this where he's not getting into physical relationships with somebody, he would, I think, already be turned off.
I think that's a fantastic point. I never thought of this like
Yeah.
that. But we said this before. I don't even know if it was this season. People on this show, they put what they think they want. And then the experts put them with them people, and that part brings out of them. They be like, actually, I don't
want
Right.
I
that.
don't think I wanted that at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly don't think there'd be any way possible. While I do think she would be attracted to someone like him, his personality, his willingness to like not jump into things fast, even though she does want sex and she does want the I love you, but someone who's taking their relationship seriously and respecting her as a person. I don't think she could attract somebody like that on
that's
her own.
one thing that's probably always she's probably been with few to little that respect her.
Well,
the way
also, I
she
think-
wants, what
Yeah.
Ryan does. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it seems like that's her go-to thing. Like, I'm gonna give you this coochie and we're gonna connect. And most men are not gonna turn that down, whether they had thought they would get it that early or whatever. So for Ryan to be like, nah, actually, I don't know. She's like, wait, I don't what? That's
Right.
Nobody says that. And he's like, yeah, I'm good. And I'm not going to say I love you. After you receive the promised land, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
But he's been able to not say it ever.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, wait.
But he said he wasn't having sex.
I was just about to say that.
If
He
you
said
ain't-
he wasn't having sex.
I love you, I love you. You ain't doing that, then you're thinking clearly.
He said he's been in long-term, or she said he has been in long-term relationships where they have not had sexual intercourse.
Or said I love you for 2 to 3 years.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
in confusion.
I don't know. So he's not a virgin, or is
I don't-
he?
I don't think that's ever been disclosed.
I don't think it's that.
I don't think it's ever been disclosed.
I ain't gonna say he is or
But
he
if he
ain't.
was, I think that would have come up in the show.
Not if he didn't want
Not
to.
yeah. If he
Yeah,
didn't want
I
it,
think
if he
he's
didn't want it out
probably
there,
very. And listen, to be clear,
I
I'm
wouldn't
not
be surprised
suggesting
if
that
he is.
or he isn't.
Yeah.
But I do believe he.
He has a personality.
I
to
believe
keep
that he is fiercely private,
That I agree with.
yeah.
and so is or isn't the fact that we're like, do we know that 100% either way? Could be him saying, "That ain't none of y'all business." That's
Exactly.
what I'm here for.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Even if he isn't,
Yeah. They still ain't your business.
He got her trained in Vegas.
sure enough.
He
'Cause
did.
She said when everybody was divulging whether or not they did it, she said, me and Ryan have decided
Sure
that
enough.
our romantic life will be private in
He
between
pulled her to
just
the
us.
side. No camera. Let me tell you what we not finna do.
Yes.
Talk about this
Yes.
part. You hear me?
Right.
Huh? Hey.
That's
hear
why
me?
she was yelling and screaming in the middle of the night.
Come on.
And he told her when she was in Chris's business, if you minded your business, this wouldn't happen. She was like, I thought you was gonna take a different route. First of all, mind your business. We wouldn't need. Ryan was never around them conversations.
Nah.
Ryan was
Nowhere to
never
be
with
found.
the
She
shenanigans.
was like, but I thought. Shh.
That's where you messed up right there.
Yeah.
You think about somebody else's business. Ryan never had nothing to say about Chris except that one time they were all at the table. He was like, well, he was kind of apologizing, but you know what I'm saying?
He was trying to keep the peace. Before y'all gonna fly off the handle, he was kind of apologizing. Oh,
Yeah,
y'all
'cause-
gonna fly off the handle anyway? I'm gonna just
All
sit
right,
there.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
fade
mean-
back. Jacob, you gonna need that? Let me hear.
Jacob was like, absolutely. And even in that has remained to this day. When she was at the couples therapy and they were like, how do you feel about him? Are you in love? That's a moment I would like to share just between he and I. That is not the person
No.
who
No.
they
She
signed up
towing
for
the
the
party
show.
line.
Yeah.
Shit, what the talking points? Shut up, mostly. All right, I'm gonna shut up mostly. You over there talking to them camera people? Mind your business. But that's why I think they'll benefit the most from not being on the show.
Yeah,
Once
absolutely,
the show
yeah.
ends, I think they'll settle out and balance out.
Yeah.
100%.
As for Virginia and Trash too, them cameras not being there, she just gonna unleash.
Yeah,
Oh, my.
it's gonna be having the opposite effect on them.
Yeah, it's gonna get even worse.
Because them drunken arguments, man. Listen,
Yeah.
She gonna come home to her cats being dead. Oh, we got the picture of him. He don't look like himself.
Oh,
he
you
looked
guys.
really. Oh, you talking about the cats?
We
Yeah.
got.
Was that picture real? So I'm sure
I
y'all
got it
know
a couple of
because
times
girl.
without her face, even with the emoji on it. I got it with.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, I saw the girl face.
So
I saw the whole thing.
I'm gonna send this to
I saw the whole
editor.
thing.
But we have seen. Okay, right? We have seen the a picture of Erik with a cat and his ex, speaking to the point that he may not be allergic.
I don't think any of us ever bought that he was allergic.
nah, because
She just don't. He don't want no cats.
yeah, he didn't say anything because she already had cats in the place. If cats lived in that place, if he's allergic, he would have had reactions while he was in there. Ain't nothing like a cat dander being
Well,
all
you
up.
can have not multiple. You can have ranges of allergicness, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Because
Serena's
absolutely.
allergic to cats, but she got them for Tony anyway.
She did. That was love, child.
Wait a minute, he didn't have the cats before her?
No, that was a gift. I think it was his last birthday or 2 birthdays ago.
Oh, I'm thinking he grew up with them cats.
No, he just got them cats
She
a year or
did.
2 ago,
Yeah, she.
Yeah,
got it.
yeah, yeah.
and
he,
she's allergic.
Oh, that ain't happening. Marcus is not allergic, and we're not getting cats. Get one of them to bring his Cheetos out because my Cheetos are spicy.
Teach him a lesson.
Hello.
Y'all see
And
the
it'll be the end.
Lady
y'all
of
see
this.
the chaos that you just caused by having these Cheetos?
What's the
Marvin
chaos
cracking me
that?
up.
What's the chaos? Listen, it's Cheeto time. I just he could be lying.
Listen, I ain't gonna put it past him. That's all I'm
He-
saying.
he
When
could-
he first said it, I was like side-eyeing him anyway. And then the way that Virginia's been acting over the course of the season, I kind of feel like that's what she was alluding to. Listen, we don't know. We speculating.
We completely
Just
speculate.
completely speculating. This man could completely have an allergy to cats and will die if he's around them. I don't know.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is,
But
it
he
didn't
would have
seem that way.
If it was a serious allergic reaction when he went up in her house and cats were there, he would have been like.
And that was my first inclination.
But I don't know. Do people have like you can die from peanut allergies
Yes.
or bee sting or bee was it my girl?
Yes.
Where is his glasses?
Oh.
He can't see what that's his
That's
glasses.
my
Girl, he
movie.
dead. He ain't see nothing.
I can't
But
watch
anyway, are people's animal allergies?
I don't think fatally or anything
You
like
can
that.
get
Well,
it.
shellfish, I know people can.
Yeah,
know,
from ingesting
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
ingesting it.
Okay, but
Yeah.
You
then,
can have
but
an asthma
listen,
attack.
to that point, if it's just a extremely mild allergy, why can't we have the cats?
Right, because if he was that allergic, he would have a reaction from her being around him.
Because
Right.
you wouldn't want to.
'Cause they sleep in the nook and he sleep in this
mild
nook.
allergies be pissing me off. If I could remove it
dander.
from my life, I would not want it. I'd be like, yeah, no.
But that's what I'm
My
saying.
eyes
I don't want to
itching.
go.
But
I don't
if,
want to do that.
But if he
Right,
was,
my
yeah,
eyes itching in the morning. No, I'm so sorry. I do not want your cats. Kill them. Don't kill them.
Don't
we love
kill
the
'em.
cats, but give them away.
Benadryl.
Benadryl.
I
Take-
guess that's
pop
what
one
I'm,
at night.
I'm trying to figure out how mild. I'm not saying kill the man. We're not suggesting it, but I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out how mild his allergy is.
He's mildly annoyed.
That is there a Benadryl that he could take? Is there a? I don't know. I don't have allergies, so really, I'm speaking from a place of ignorance because I really don't know how they work. But I just wonder because when he went into her house and she didn't say nothing, that was the first time she was kind of trying to trip him up.
Yeah.
And then when he didn't even notice, she was like, "Oh, I thought you said you were allergic. They were right over there."
He was like, "What you?"
Yes, basically. That's why I'm like,
Chew,
if your house is big, I mean, to his point, you could put him in a room and it would be fine or whatever. I don't know. And then didn't he suggest that? Can't they
Yeah,
just be in a room?
be in a room. No, he did suggest
it
that.
was one of the other people. It was Jacob or it was one of the other.
Oh, somebody said put him in a room. I'm not going to put him in a
She was like,
room.
I'm not going to lock them
I
at
thought
a
she said that to
brand.
him. Child, I don't know. This is complete speculation.
I'm saying he could be allergic, and it's probably mild. And for her,
If
those
at
are-
all.
if there is any, and for her, they're her children. Me, from a very selfish place, though, I'd be like, what I'm not about to do is have to add medication to my list
That's true.
for these pets. I'm just
I don't
not
like
going to do it.
medication either.
No, I don't want them.
Yeah, I disagree with both of them on both sides. I'm like, you got
You
them
what?
cats. I said I disagree with both of them
yeah.
on both sides.
They be having a lot of animals in the bed,
They got
Yeah, that's-
was
I
it
don't
3
like that.
dogs between the two of them and 2
Yeah.
cats?
I don't like that.
and the dogs be in the bed all the time.
Because they sleep in this cook and then sleep in this nook and
But-
in this nook.
but-
And as much as they go ahead.
Go. No, you was talking.
No, you go.
No, as much as shut up, kid. As much as they in each
Napa
other's
again?
face, if he was extremely allergic, he wouldn't be able to be around her.
And if he lying, that's a bigger problem.
I mean,
that's
he
on
could just,
very
I don't know
annoying.
why he couldn't just say,
Because
I don't like cats. And I don't want your cats. I mean, he seems to be okay with being a
That's
jerk because
true.
he's
He
been
do.
a jerk the whole
He's a
season.
passive aggressive jerk, though.
Yeah,
Come on, though.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, shame the
PAJ,
devil.
passive-aggressive
Yes,
jerk.
he is.
Which actually lying about an allergy is being a passive aggressive jerk.
You're right.
Passive
Kev just wanted to cuss.
aggressive. No, that's pass ag. Fix it in post.
Zoom in, Josh.
Pass ag is what I meant to say.
Child, I don't know. Listen, I'm sorry, Eric, if we lying because apparently y'all be watching our show.
Because this is the show to watch.
So
Way.
listen, if I'm wrong, this is me apologizing. But if I'm right, use a jerk.
Use a jerk.
Use a jerk.
I'm gonna go ahead and call you a jerk just on the way you've been acting the whole season. Regardless if you're lying about this.
Hello?
Josh, zoom in right here. I said what I said. Sit down, Josh. Don't worry about it. I appreciate your
Thing
assistance.
Is to zoom in the last one, somebody was like, "Oh, I'm mad he actually zoomed in," but the zoom in was like,
That's the best kind, yeah. That shows production going on back here. Josh is working it.
Hilarious.
So true.
Josh almost had to put down his Funyuns.
You ain't gotta do it. There's a spicy
Oh, they got
Funyuns.
spicy ones?
Yes.
There's spicy Funyuns, B.
Ooh, spicy
Oh,
Funyuns?
I'm about to go in there.
"What you're not
And I
gonna do is that
apologize
where
for
busing
eating
came
these.
from?
What?
This? Oh, I
It's a
thought
TikTok thing.
what you call it says
Bussin',
busing.
bussin'. Who?
Bussin'? What?
Not Danny Riley.
TikTok.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's
She
what you got from
Is it
bussin'?
bussin'? Is it bussin'? I'd be like,
Yeah.
what is
That's
this?
why Joe was like, "What? Why do you
Please
keep saying
explain.
that?"
What
Please
is it?
explain.
It's a TikTok.
It's
TikTok slang.
I think bussin' mean like, is it good?
Ooh, you sound every bit of 37. I think busted mean is it good?
Like,
Oh, you weren't here older than that? What does it actually mean? Like bussing? Is it bussing?
I think it's B-U-S.
Busting?
B-U-S-S-I-N.
Like it's bussing?
Like
like
bussin'.
bussin'
like
open?
bussin' at the seams.
Okay.
Ah,
Why is this happening?
stop, guys.
Listen.
our TikTok audience is leaving in droves.
That's fine.
Correct. Let us know.
When cat was a thing, I used it right the other day.
You did.
Oh, I love
what?
saying cat.
Cat.
Twitter
Oh.
is.
Oh,
What'd
it
you say?
is.
Cat
But I
is?
mean, when it first came
Twitter
out.
is Cap City.
Oh, cap.
Twitter is Cap City.
Oh, cat.
Oh.
I thought
you
y'all
said cat. C-A-T.
Oh, no.
I was like,
cat.
a cat. Yeah, cat.
Yeah, you say it all the time. Cat was right after raw.
This is not. This is not
Wait, what does cat mean in slang?
Cat.
Cat.
Lame.
Coochie.
Oh.
Okay, Kevin.
Oh, that's
Hey,
not what I thought you meant.
that
I
ain't
thought it
what
meant
that
something
means.
else.
No.
Cat. But it could be like
It
the
depend
same
on-
way you would call somebody a P-U-S-S-Y. Like, he cat.
Oh, I never knew that was a thing.
I
We
never
didn't
heard
use
that
it that
one.
way.
Is
It's
that
just like
funny?
lame. Like, man, that movie was cat.
Okay,
That
this is
too.
all new to me.
Yeah, I've never heard this one.
Thunder. Trunda. Have you heard of any of those?
Nobody used Trunda but you and Nina.
It wasn't Nina. It was me
Trunda?
and Michael.
Or whoever. Yeah.
Thunder.
Thunder means good. That's right on.
Okay,
That's,
that was
that
y'all
was the old
neighborhood person.
bussing, I guess.
But we added, it was Trill and Thunder together, so we would say Trunda. Yeah, did you not say
Trill
Trill?
I've known.
Didn't nobody
I
say
do.
Trill. I knew
Yes,
of it.
they did. Trill.
We sound like
I
Trill.
knew
How
of
have
Trill.
I
Didn't
known?
nobody use it.
Chubb.
Yes, they did.
Yeah,
Trill I
Trill.
know.
Get outta
Cap is new to
There
me.
was another one that we used to say. Whatever, I ain't gonna remember. Bomb.
Tight.
Tight.
Off the
Tight.
chain.
I still say tight.
Listen still says bomb.
My
I
mama
will
says
say
off
bomb.
the
Especially
chain.
if she eats something good. She'd be like, this
You know,
is
somebody at
bomb.
work told me, we was discussing something. I was like, bet. He said, you always show your age when you say,
Bet that.
I was like, bet.
My daddy will say that.
What, bet?
Bet. All right then, bet.
I say it all the time.
I want to start bringing back all the old sayings I used to say and just say them proudly. Because, you know.
You
I had to get
jiving
on-
me, turkey?
that was never a part of my
Yeah, it
lineage
was.
and
You was-
age,
You
excuse
was
me.
born in the 20s.
Say
But
Jack.
like lit and litty. Yes, he got
He
his
looked at
phone.
you like,
He got
First
his
of
phone.
all-
He was trying to figure out the code. He was like, "Let me just. It's the sixth
This
code."
is why your child can never not be the youngest.
Joe?
Yes.
Oh, no. Him and Amar are vying for young supremacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, "I will win." Yeah, I'm gonna start bringing because I can't keep up. I'm just gonna start saying the stuff I used to say. It's
Same.
popping.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, it's popping.
Oh, yeah. I'm at that age where new slang annoys me.
He'll be like, "What?"
I never use. Was it everybody started saying bae
Oh yeah.
and bruh? I'm like, shut up.
Bruh?
They would just say bruh.
Hey, bruh.
Just,
That was pretty
Bruh
good.
upset you?
yes,
Yes.
that annoys me.
And Kai
Especially
says
when
it all
people
the
type
time.
it.
Kai says all the time, "Bruh, what are you doing, bruh?"
Kai?
Yes,
Isaiah says it too.
bruh.
Bruh annoys you, Marcus?
Yes, that annoys me.
Man, you about to
What
be
about bro?
That's fine.
Marcus is old.
He is an old.
Your
soul.
oldest.
You 39,
Your
Tank?
spirit is
Yeah.
75.
Oh yes,
I
it
ain't
is.
You
denying
born
it.
in 81, Tank?
Beginning of 82.
Oh, so you be 40 next year.
Yeah.
What we gonna do for your 40th?
P. Diddy style.
Birthday?
Yacht. I don't know.
White
that's
party.
The fact that he said P Diddy. There you go.
That's a good point.
Have you ever?
Melissa refused.
still
Hold
say
on.
Puff.
Wait.
Melissa
Who?
I still say Puff.
never left Puff.
I normally don't say P. Diddy.
Puffy.
Puff. Anyway, Sean Combs.
Correct.
That's the type of
Correct.
style I
I
want
say
to go
brother
to.
love.
Puffy Combs.
Wait, what's his style? Let me think about this.
Did he?
No, I
Yeah,
just
what's
on the
his-
scale, like
Oh,
just
got
something
you.
just.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember like in one he
Luxury.
took all his friends out on a yacht for like and made them party for like a
Let's
week.
make sure we friends in 2 years.
Listen, that's why the Lord wasn't able to do all the stuff that Kev wanted to do for your birthday. He said, because Angel and Melissa ain't friends yet. So we got to wait till they friends, and then it'll all happen.
Yeah, because then we would have just heard about
Speaking
it.
of which, June 2024.
You are hilarious.
Oh, what?
I'm doing a destination wedding.
Okay.
Wait, so we are locked for June?
Correct. I don't know. That's why I said June. Just mark off
2024.
I mean, if we do the week of the 6th, I'm sharing some celebration.
No, I told you I'm not sharing with nobody.
Okay. What's happening on the 6th?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to
birthday's
Greg
June 6th.
because I'm gonna have to talk to Greg
Oh.
because next year we can't share birthdays.
2024.
No, I said I'm talking about this coming more present.
Oh, you can't share with
yeah,
Greg.
because
I
it's
got
number
you.
40.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure.
But okay, so 2024.
Correct.
Destination. Are we invited?
Yes, this is
Okay.
your consider this. I'm not doing no invitations because folks gonna throw them in the garbage anyways. Waste time, waste the money. Yeah. You throw it away. Consider this your formal invitation.
Okay,
You're hereby
this-
invited too.
That was the words I need to hear.
You are
like
hereby
I said,
invited too.
because the Hawaii trip, that's what it was. We going to this place. I was like,
No, this is your formal invitation.
we will be there, ready.
Yes, it's gonna be a
Ready.
really good time. We're gonna be there for about 10 days.
Okay, he'll be old enough to go on somewhere. Uh-oh.
10 days.
Correct.
Yeah, they not gonna be.
It's
with
gonna
us.
be a pre-party and then a post-party.
I'm all in.
I'm here for it. I can't wait to
Y'all
see
don't
what
even
you
like
bring.
doing 10-day vacations. How y'all gonna do it? I said y'all don't even like doing 10-day vacation. Okay,
You're right. I probably won't do. It probably won't be 10 days.
I'll be there for
I'd
10
be
days.
like, why we leaving already?
Yes.
I'll be ready to go.
I'm a
However,
good, go ahead.
no, that's it.
I was going to say, I'm a good bride.
What was the
gopher.
however?
So whoever is your person that is by you, if they
There's
need
nobody
somebody.
by
bridal
her.
party.
This is her thing.
Okay, no. Well, no, then whoever is the person that like you're talking to on the day.
Oh, got you.
If you need
Got
somebody,
you.
you're like,
You gonna
I
be a PA?
don't. Yeah, that's what I'm really good at for
PAing?
for
Weddings.
brides.
Bride PA.
Yes, if
Okay.
you want to call it that.
That's not. But we
Like
don't
I
allow-
come with a kit.
Oh, I love it.
Like
I got you.
Safety pins.
I love it.
Yeah, all of that.
Angel just
Aspirin.
likes to feel like she's in control and
No,
a part
I
of
don't.
something.
I don't.
Because that's gonna be extra stuff that we bring. Make sure I grab my bag, and she's gonna be all this extra plan rather than
You-
just showing up
you
and
know
enjoying
what? You
it.
be needing all those things.
I enjoy it. That's
I
don't
know.
say- oh,
It's gonna ruin it for me because you
that's
involved.
your fault.
Ah!
And
Oh,
this is
okay.
why we won't have
said it's gonna ruin for me.
we won't have bridal parties because I want you can wear what
No
you want.
kids?
It ain't
Yeah,
gonna be
also
formal.
no children.
What about
It
our
ain't gonna be
kids?
formal.
Nah. Actually, yes. I do want them there.
They're gonna be like, what's the
It
Wi-Fi?
ain't gonna be formal.
No, it's gonna be formal.
Okay. You said wear what you want. You
But
know.
like where there's no
Meaning you
color
don't have to.
theme.
You don't have to wear the bride
okay.
dresses.
And there's no, you're not gonna have to put on a dress
can't wear what I want.
No. You're
But
not
let me
gonna-
tell you that detail of Frederick's on the
It
shirt.
was so good.
Oh, it's
Dear God.
It's Fredericks in the inner jacket pocket. Fredericks on here. I said
When I saw
I'm never
that-
gonna buy nothing from
I have
Macy's
no idea
never
what y'all
again.
talking about.
I'm custom suit
his-
boy
She
now.
got him custom suits made for their photo shoot.
Dope.
And if you saw the video, she posted it today. There's one quick flash where you see his hand and you see on the cuff of the shirt
dope.
it
It's
says
so good.
Fredericks in the same color.
Not
as
just the
suit.
monogram of the letter, but it says Fredericks. That's fire.
It's no. If you when you see it, you'll be like, yeah. That's
That's
it.
player.
Oh yeah,
It was lit, Tang. I ain't gonna hold you.
It was.
it was
Did
fantastic.
you come to my house and hang some art?
Of course. Of course I would.
For sure.
That's not a problem.
Enough
Okay,
of this.
yeah, we went real long. Kev got to do a thing in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm late.
Are you gonna do it here? Or are you gonna go home?
I'm going home.
All right. Thank you
The
guys
boys
so
will
much
be
for joining us
sad.
for this episode of The Bald and the Beautiful. This will be up early because we filmed it early. You're welcome.
For y'all.
Have a good one. Bye.